finish it up. The biggest thing I wanted us to keep in mind is school is not out. Okay, I've been walking around, and I'm telling you, some of us will get slack. And if we get slack, them kids gonna get slack. We still should be, don't be throwing no movies in and over there grading, putting your grades in while the kids are just, you know, being unsupervised. We gotta stay focused. I already had one incident today, and this is the time when those things are happening. And I already got one incident today where we can't even discipline the kid. So we gotta stay focused. We can't be nowhere grading, putting grades in. This is school. After graduation, we got a whole nother week of school. We got this week, and we got a whole nother week of school. And this is the time that things happen. This is the time that things happen. So we have to stay focused. We gotta keep doing business as usual. Don't just turn the kids loose. Let's keep them, we gotta keep them busy, y'all, because this is when incidents happen. We can't go popping in movies and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so just wanted to kind of remind us, because I don't want to, this is the end of school. I want to end it smooth. I don't want to be having that conversation with no parents that we don't need to have, because we're not, where we standing at our doors after school in between classes, we have to stand at our doors after school in between classes. We got to continue doing that. At 3:30, we stand at our doors, excuse me, we stand at our doors all the way till those halls get cleared. It's been that way, that's nothing new. It's been that way since 8 years when I got here and we were in the old building. We got potential things going on where people are leaving early and we're not standing at our doors. Now, I would address them individually, but it's so school-wide that I feel comfortable talking to everybody about it. So please, let's keep planning, let's keep working, let's keep them busy. Our seniors are gone, you know, so we got that part of our population is out of here. We cannot shut down. If we shut down, I guarantee you something's gonna happen and we can't explain it. So we gotta stay focused. This is the time when discipline increases if we're not careful. And the reason why discipline increases is because our structure is gone. We gotta maintain our structure. I'm talking about things that we've been doing all year long. If they district, it's the same thing. Nothing has changed other than we got 2 weeks of school left. So please, you know, we still got the same issues out in the neighborhood that they'll bring back to school. We still got the same ones feuding with each other. We still got all that stuff. And this time of year is when it escalates. Okay, so please just stay focused. All right, so that's all I have to say on that. So the only ones I need to see is AP. If you teach AP next year, you talking about summer work, or if you have an SLO. If you don't fit one of those two categories, I'm done. Is that everybody? That's everybody. SLO. All right, SLO. We've had a little bit of an issue with SLOs, but the good thing about SLOs is something that we created, it's something that we can't control. So if you have an SLO and you've given an SLO for your class, then we're going to, because if y'all, let's go back. If y'all remember, when these student growth measures first happened, everybody needed one. And then it came out and the state said, well, next year, everybody's gonna need two. So then when everybody needed two the next year, we developed SLOs, and my thinking was, well, if you do a milestone in the SLO, one of them would balance the other one out as far as student growth measures, as far as it being a part of our evaluation at the end of the year. Needless to say, we hadn't used student growth measures for the last 3 years because they can't seem to get everything adjusted. Well, then when we created our SLOs, and some of us, and then the next year, instead of needing 2, everybody's good with 1. Okay, so if y'all remember, that's how we got to this point. Well, the last thing we want SLOs to do is affect students, you know, as far as we're concerned, as far as student growth measurement, student growth percentiles, it don't affect us at all. It don't affect me, it don't affect you all. The last thing we need for it to do is affect the students, because it is 20% of their grade. And what we see is happening is, for some reason, they're not doing well on their SLOs, and across the board, from our students with special needs to our AP students, it has the potential of affecting their GPAs and having the potential of lowering their letter grades. So we don't want that to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a curve to the SLOs. I know we put it out to some people. I just want to make sure everybody understands how this is going to work. And the curve is going to be by class. So it's going to be just a regular curve. You look at the highest grade in that one particular class, and then you take that highest grade, and then whatever, if it's an 80, and it takes 20 points for them to be 100, and you add 20 points to every, that's your curve. You add 20 points to every child's grade. Okay? So that's just a regular curve on how you curve and stuff like that. Yes, ma'am.
Is that per class? Like
Per class. Yes, ma'am. Not, it's per class. First, second, third, fourth period. If you got 4 SLOs, then you look at the highest grade in each class. Right? Any other? Yes, ma'am.
And if the highest grade is 100, we don't do
Right. If the highest grade is 100, what we've done is we put a 10-point curve. If the highest grade is from not okay. If the highest grade is from 90 to 100, then we're gonna put a 10-point curve on it. Isn't that right?
No, I think she was asking,
That's
the
not
highest
right.
grade, if your raw score, highest raw score is 100?
Yeah.
Do we go for the second highest grade when you use that?
No. That's what I'm saying. If the highest grade is 100, then the curve is 10 points.
Everybody else gets.
Right.
Okay.
Curve is 10 points.
But if it's 70s, they get 30.
Right.
If they get raised, the highest one to 100, no matter what it is.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
And then that's the curve.
I know like you're talking about the 100, but I got my class where it hurt the worst. I had one job that scored 96, or like a 90, or a buster. Like, I mean,
10 points.
10 points on
10
that.
point, right. Now, it's open for discussion. That's kind of what but it's open for discussion if y'all think we should do it differently. I mean, the ones that score high, the curve it is what it is, but if anybody have any thoughts on, because you do have some kids, the highest grade is a 98. So, do you want to do a 10-point curve, or do you want to look at the next lowest, or do you want to? Yeah. Say again?
The 10-point curve is easier to beat. 10 points and then
All right.
Okay, say that, okay, how we gonna do that now?
Anything from 90 to 100, and that's your highest score, anything from 90 to 100 is a 10-point curve. So if your highest score is a 90, it's a 10-point. All right?
But then if your high score is 95, everybody below 90 gets 10 points.
Well, it's 10 points. From 90 to 100, whether it's 90 or 99, it's a 10-point curve. All right? Everybody straight on that? Yes, sir.
I mean, like for our seniors, most of us already go ahead, most of the seniors have been done for them too also.
Yeah.
And,
Now, the thing I don't want it to do is lower their, we're trying not to, because if we leave it like it is, it's dropping kids' grades 2 letters grade.
What if
We
it's
don't want
not?
that to happen.
Like, what if it's not? Just do it anyhow?
Then you're okay.
Okay.
Now, the issue is gonna be is why you curving,
Yeah.
so you might just wanna do it.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, that's why we put the 10-point curve so that everybody is getting something, okay?
Even the people
100 is the ceiling. 100 is the ceiling. All right. 100 is the ceiling. All right. 100 is the ceiling. All right. 100 is the ceiling. Don't put no 105 in there. All right. Any questions? All right. Now we're going to tell you the handouts that you receive when you're putting the scores in for averages in the percentages column. Then you put the curve score in there. Then you put the curve score in there. All right, y'all know when you put it in there and it's averaging and it goes into the calculation piece, then that's you put the curve score in there. When you put it in the part that's going to the state, you put the actual score in there. Right. And that's directions.
So you're actually going to put in two different scores in the two different places. This tells you, start off with telling you how to do your assessment. You're going to do a standardized test. Y'all know how it's done on the left and units. That's your first page. You'll see standardized. You'll go in there. You'll select post test. That's page 2. And then you'll actually go in and type in on page 3 the assessment score, which is the actual grade they made on the test. No rounding there at all.
Right.
Save it, you're through with the assessment end of it for that class. When you go to your grade book, you'll select the drop down from that class for your SLO or milestone. Type it in the first column, curve.
Curve, right.
And it says there, you're going to enter the curve score there about the number of points Dr. Gray has told you. Type it in the first column, hit enter just like when you're doing your exams. It'll populate the second column, get everybody in, save it, you're done. And just remember that you're going to put the curve score in one place, actual score in the assessment. You don't have to put in milestone slides, it's calculating. Put slow in there.
Now this is just for the slow. This is just for the SLO. We ain't talking about no milestone. All right? This is just for SLO. Don't y'all go calculate the milestones.
Don't be curving no milestone.
Yeah, don't be curving it either. We ain't no choice over that.
Go ahead and enter those codes.
Sir?
We go ahead and put those in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What about the ninth grade?
Not here.
Well,
No
not
language
here
arts
yet.
here yet.
Language arts not
Algebra is
here.
not here yet.
And algebra's not here yet.
There's several folks that sent me names of kids missing on makeups. I'm checking for them. Most of them aren't here yet. I'll keep the list of them and I'll watch and let you know as soon as their score comes.
Yes, sir.
Greg, I got one student that still has not made up for this one. I'm gonna call parents today. What do you want me to tell them?
Give me
Don't make it up.
And shoot me that name.
Okay.
And I can
I'm
follow.
gonna call
I've
them.
got one
Yes, sir.
student.
That was my question.
Man,
I think
I
they
had 2 in one class that were absent. How do I get those made up?
what grade are they in?
10?
Are they still
They're
here?
SLOs, yeah.
Yeah, just give them Coach May. They have a makeup.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, makeups are
When is the makeup
happening
session? I don't-
tomorrow, today.
I haven't talked about makeups with him yet. I thought the teachers were doing them.
Okay.
Mr. Parrish and Ms. Miller had seniors, basically having they will be, let's take an error.
Right. What grade is the child that you're talking
Mine's a 10th
to?
grader.
Tim, is he at school?
No, I doubt she is.
So she hadn't been to school.
And she missed 2 days.
You know, that might, we had a couple students that have had children, so you need to give me their names, so she might be one
You
of
want me to
them.
call her?
Yeah, just email me, because it might be, I've had
Still want me to
two.
call her?
No, give me the name first, because I've had 2, I can't think of their name, we had 2 that just delivered.
Well, and I think,
Yeah, they just delivered.
I think that's 908 because code that has to be entered if they're unable to take
Yeah,
it.
the thing, I emailed her, she told me to put it down the way, but I don't know where to put it down the way.
Okay,
But it was, I guess it was Hagen's, and I had another kid that interviewed.
okay. Is Hagen's one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just had her,
The thing, she just emailed about 30 minutes ago.
Okay,
So we're gonna get instruction how to deal with that?
yeah,
I'll
we'll
find out.
check it and get back with you. Okay,
Appreciate it.
all right. Contracts are due. Mine was in before the ink dried, so
Mine too.
that's up to you. but the deadline is tomorrow. That's completely up to you. I just know I need my money. So I feel, man, remember they gotta be notarized and turned in to Ms. Smith. Deadline is tomorrow, so we're sending up what we have tomorrow. Yes, sir.
You know about the graduation?
Graduation, thank you. All right, we're gonna set up like we normally do. We're gonna set up outside with the white chairs. We're gonna set up inside with the Waco chairs, whatever. And then hopefully, y'all know how it is. If we make the decision that we're gonna do it inside, it'll be sunshine and 80 degrees Saturday, and everybody be looking at me like I done lost my mind. So we're gonna try to take it up to, we're gonna try to keep everything as normal as possible, and then maybe Thursday or Friday make a definite decision. But for right now, we're just gonna do it like we've always done it. We'll set up the outside, other than the stage. We won't set the stage up, but we'll set the chairs and everything up like we normally do, and then we'll make a decision. We'll pass out 6 tickets per student, just in case we have to have it inside. Yes, sir.
Graduation practice for those of us on the committee that have a class.
Yes, Ms. Parker, your name.
I think we have, if you have a class, what we've done is we've substituted those with people that have seniors that do not have a class, except for my muscle. But if you don't have a class, if a person has a class of graduation practice, they stay in class. If you have seniors, then you need to come out and help us with graduation practice. Okay, that's how we've always done it. Okay, because we can't let somebody have a class. We'll be doing finals and all that stuff will be going on too. So if you got seniors, just plan on coming out there and helping us with the practice. Okay. Any other questions?
Are they gonna send an email or something if we cover a class? Or if we're chosen to cover a class, so we know we need to go out or either cover a class?
Right now, you just go out.
Okay.
And then if it changes, we'll let you know individually. So if you have seniors, you just come on out. Okay?
Dr. Gray, is Ms. Harden okay?
I spoke to Ms. Harden, yeah, thank you for that. I do need to update y'all. I spoke to Ms. Harden Sunday. And she said they were releasing her from the hospital yesterday. And I'll call and check on her again this evening. But she was just attacked by 2 dogs. Went to pick up a cake from a lady and knocked on the door, heard the dogs barking, saw them come to the window, went back to her truck. Xavier, her little boy, was in the truck, had the air running, thinking that she's just gonna run, get the cake and come on back. And it was an elderly lady, and when she opened the door, the dogs come out. And initially, they were just playing around her feet and, you know, and stuff like that. And I don't know if they knocked her over, she lost her balance, but when she went down, that's when they went to attack her. And just basically, she said it was just like something in a movie, you know. And the lady was an elderly lady. I think she was up in age, and when she pulls one off, get that one off to go get the other one, that one goes back. So it was that kind of back and forth effect. And then finally, she pulled one off and he stayed off, and that's how she was able to get the other one off. And then her daughter came up a little bit after that. And so that's kind of what happened. She said it was just like being in the movies, something you see on the movies, and it was just pretty bad. So she went into surgery. As you know, they damaged her pretty good. She's got stitches, arms, legs, back, head. You know, just I think one of them was a lab. She said they were mid-sized dogs. One was a lab, and she don't know what the breed of the other one was. So I'll keep you all posted as I call her. But she's still texting and home. But just keep her in your prayers, y'all, because that, you know, you've got the physical part, and then of course you have to deal with the psychological part of something like that. So just just keep her in your prayers, and we'll just pray for a recovery, and then pray for her little son too, because he had to sit there and watch his mother being attacked by them dogs. And she said that's where her mind went to, you know, my baby's sitting here watching me. These dogs might gonna kill me, and my baby's sitting here watching me. So that's just, I mean, so just keep the Harden family in your prayers, and we'll pray for a quick and safe recovery, and hope that there won't be any type of psychological effects from this. But, you know, just time will tell. So we're not expecting her back no time soon. You know, she's on her own timetable. So that's kind of update. Thank you for that, Ms. Fairley. I want to make sure everybody was good with that. Are there any other questions? Okay, if my AP, if you teach AP, if you'll stay, I appreciate it. Thank you. AP and all. If it requires some work, I need to get you covered, exactly. No, the signing is over there. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure, all right, like we did this several years ago, and we found out that you basically, because it's the same kids. Y'all remember us doing this several years ago? We just kind of looked at what each person was given for some work. And when we first did that, what we discovered is that we were killing the kids over the summer, because this department didn't realize that that department was given that much work, and then all I'm thinking about is my department. So I'm giving work based on what I think instead of looking at what everybody else is giving. I think some of y'all remember when we did that. And it's been, actually we were in an old building. It might have been my first or second year. So I just want to make sure that we're still cross-talking and looking at the level of summer work. Yes, because it's the same kids, and I guarantee you, if a kid is taking AP chemistry, he's probably taking AP and either AP and honors and everything else. So we just want to be mindful. If you just take a quick look at what the others are giving, and just kind of, so it's not killing their whole summer, taking up their whole summer. So just wanted to kind of put that in the back of your mind. Okay, so if y'all will do that, and we don't need to sit down and meet, y'all just kind of do it on your own and let me know. All right, thank y'all. Thank you.